And we're back.
Hey, Waka Waka.
How's everything this morning?
Busy. Very busy. That's why I'm still kind of trying to get everything going here.
This is the AfterBuzz with your host, Brandon Coates, and myself, Scott Lewis, also known as Little Buzz or Captain Fatty Boom Boom. So you've got crap loads of things to give away today.
Yeah, we do.
Correct?
Yeah, so we've got, oh my goodness. So, and here's going to be the interesting thing, because obviously this gets saved and people can go back and watch it. So I apologize if you're watching this after the fact. You're like, why are they doing these fucking giveaways?
I wanted to win things.
Like I have 2 more pairs of tickets to the Chihuahuas game on Thursday, tickets to Star Wars on Friday at 10:30. And then we also have the 2 remaining Suicide Squad tickets. Now, the problem here is when Oscar, the guy from Alamo Draft House, he pulls the tickets for me. And he tried to put us all in a row together. Apparently, somebody had already bought seats 10 and 11, which is odd because I don't believe there's a table between those 2 seats. Because the seats, like the table is between seat 1 and 2, seat 3 and 4.
Okay, right.
But for some reason, somebody bought, so like 2 seats, like if you were like on a date, the table would be over here, but your date's over here. So you're sharing, like, so anyway, so just to let you know, so if you do win these tickets, they're not together, but we're all going to be there anyway. So hopefully we can coax whoever bought these other 2 tickets into, you know, either moving, because we're all in the same row. So, and we're kicking Fernie's ass over on the end. I swear to God, if he talks, I'm going to have, so have you been there yet?
No, I've been down.
All right. So basically, quick synopsis of Alamo Draft House. It's awesome. No cell phones, no talking. They do really cool events. I believe I'm getting tickets to a showing of heavy metal that they're doing, and Christine as well.
Oh, nice. I don't know if I've ever seen Christine.
But the hell was I talking about? I'm so spaced right now.
Alamo?
Yeah, I forgot what the fuck I was saying though.
No.
Somebody remind me in the damn chat. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. And now,
so we're all in the same row. Oh, duh. Okay, so they have these cards where if you want to order during the movie, like this is what Buzz doesn't understand, is that if you hold the menu underneath the table, there's a light there that shines on the menu so you can see it. They have these little white cards and you just write down what you want. And then when you have the card sitting upwards, that's when your waitress or your server will walk by, and then they take a look at it, and they go get what you want. But that's also where you can complain if somebody's being loud or if they're using their cell phone. I'm gonna have a card ready that's gonna say Fernie won't shut the fuck up or something, like just to mess with them. And so just to have like maybe one of the managers or one of the servers just to just kind of slide that note to Fernie, even if he's being on his best behavior, would make it even better. Yeah. To be like, totally okay. Where all it says is Fernie won't shut the fuck up. Do I need to shut this whole way?
Yeah, for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daver behind us.
Yes. Also known as
engineer extraordinaire.
Also known as the dad from Beauty and the Beast. Tell me you don't see that resemblance. Yeah, huh? Yeah. That's the studio cam for Sal when he does sports talk. So we're in the KROD studio.
All right, so you switched it all the way over there. He does look like that. I've been trying to figure out how to give these tickets away. I thought about doing like a Stump the Chumps where you guys can type one in, but I don't think that's going to work out really well. So to kick things off, oh God, hold on one sec here. Scott, take over.
All right. This is preparation.
Yeah, this is what happens when Buzz ends the fucking show late.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Does the guy not know how to tell time?
I don't know. And what's even funnier too is I had people texting me and they're like, what was the point of going over today when all you're doing is playing the same exact Trump shit you've played 3 times this show?
Okay, so here's the fun part. We had our weekly Monday morning meeting, and our general manager Brad comes in and he tells Buzz, "You're doing way too much Trump."
Yep.
way too much Trump, because Monday's show was basically all Trump all the time.
It's too, like, I get that it's news and I get that he's in the headlines, but it's fucking boring.
Nobody wants to hear it anymore. Like, it's you're just constantly being bombarded.
Well, but it's to the point where it's not like we're getting a fresh take on it. It's not like we're saying anything new. It's just the same. Like, yeah, there's the interesting things, but it's just the same thing over and over. And it's like, fuck, man. Dude,
so there was a mini fight at the meeting in which Buzz was like, I'm pretty sure I'm the best judge of what we're doing too much of and stuff like that.
And everybody else in the room's like, no, you're not.
The entire rest of the cast was like, no, not in this case. This is not working. And then so he threatened to never talk about Trump again, which, if that's your
we would have been
thing,
like,
fuck, let us know so that we can show like some documentation that there should be no.
And then I wouldn't have to worry about doing that stupid voice anymore. Because here's the problem. So if you didn't know this, I'm the one that usually does the Trump voice on the show.
Right.
But it takes me a while to get into it. Like the last one we recorded, I did before the show at 4:30 in the morning. And my brain's not quite there yet. And I told him, like, I've asked him, I'm like, please don't do your shitty Trump. Because, like, when he does this thing.
What is
that?
Like,
I don't know.
That's not Trump.
I've literally told him, I'm like, please don't do that because it fucks me up. Like, I'm trying to find the voice in my head and mimic it with my, by saying it. But every time you do that, it like puts me right back to zero. And then he gets pissed if the bit doesn't come out good. But he's the one who's fucking up the bit.
Yeah. Hard to tell him that.
Whatever. So anyway.
All right. So I'll go into the chat here for a little bit while you dig. Cool guy says we need better mics. Dude, we're running this enterprise right now completely just webcams.
Yeah.
Because we have Buzz is in the actual studio right now, so we could have probably figured some way to do it through the board and get you some really good audio, except that he's in there doing his production and doing everything else that Buzz does before he leaves. So we're kind of pushed off to the other studio where we just have the webcams. We don't really have a way to get you some sexy audio right now. If you're willing to make some donations, though, we will happily take any equipment that you have.
Okay, so for these giveaways, the first, and I'm just going to go by pairs of things that I have. So this is for a pair of Chihuahuas tickets. It's for Thursday's game against the Tacoma Rainiers. And I'm just going to ask a simple question. The first person to type it into the chat will get these tickets. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. Can we go back into the chat?
Oh, you mean later on? Yeah, we should. The chat should stay there on the video.
Because what I'm trying to do is figure out how for them to get us their information. I tell you what, I'll ask you all this right now. Would it be easiest if you win tickets, you can just email me and say, this is so-and-so, I won these tickets. And then you just email me your information, your address, your phone number, and stuff like that. Do you think that would work?
I think so. I think everybody here is pretty cool on that.
Yeah, it's usually the same folks that we have. Anyways. All right, so here's for Chihuahuas tickets. Let me see here. I have a Chihuahuas question.
All right.
And we're going to start out relatively simple. What the El Paso Chihuahuas are the AAA affiliate for what major league team?
Oh, okay.
And so whoever types it first into the chat, you win them. Again, my email is brandon@buzzadamsshow.com. A lot of people get it mixed up because there's actually 2 S's in there. It's @buzzadamsshow.com. And Daniel Molina, you got a couple of tickets. So Daniel, email me your information. Yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. All right, Daniel, that means you got to sit out the rest of the, if you win once, you got to.
You can only win once.
All right. Or we can, what else do you want to do here in this jubilee of giveaways and tickets?
I have another, there you go. I have another, here you go. This one's relatable to me as well. It's about the Chihuahuas.
All right.
Okay, so the El Paso Chihuahuas used to be the Tucson Padres. Before that, what was this franchise called? You got to give me the, and you got to give me the mascot. It's got to be both.
All right, one more time.
The El Paso Chihuahuas have been in El Paso since 2014.
Right.
Before that, it was the Tucson Padres. what were they before the Tucson Padres? Give me the city and the mascot. And whoever gets this gets these. And no, it's not the Diablos.
Oh, not the Diablos.
It is not the Diablos.
Boom!
Daniel said he wanted Suicide Squad, though. Well, I guess you could give back the Chihuahuas tickets if you want. El Paso Diablos, no. Sun Kings, no. Isotopes, no. Isotopes. I swear, I think I went to a game this year that had the Isotopes, and all I can think of is the Springfield Isotopes. Portland Beavers, Diesel Rick, congratulations.
Whoa! Well done.
They had to leave Portland because the stadium that they played in is also the stadium that the Portland Timbers play in. And the MLS came in and said, look, if you guys want to join the league,
right,
your stadium has to be soccer only. You are not allowed to use it for baseball anymore. So the Portland Beavers got the boot out of Portland. They ended up in Tucson, and now they're here in El Paso. I'm okay with it because I love the Timbers.
Look what you've all learned.
Fucking
today.
MLS champs last year, bitch. Okay, so Daniel, did you want to give him back?
Oh, yeah. Daniel, you're wavering here.
Yeah, come on, man.
All right, so what else do we have? How many pairs of tickets and what are they? What do we have like as a total?
Okay, so we're gonna save the Suicide Squad for last. We had like, this is how many Star Wars tickets.
Holy moly!
But we're gonna save maybe some of this for on air. So how about we say today? And you know what? I can also save some of these for the actual YouTube stream tomorrow as well. We'll do two pairs of Star Wars tickets. Did Daniel say if he wanted to give them up or not? I will give them back. Just going down the list of who wrote the next answer. Okay, there you go. So who is the next one to say the Padres?
Okay, Padres.
Well, Rick, who already won.
Frank,
Frank, if you want them, they're yours. And remember, you guys have to email me your information. If I don't get your information, we're not going to have it at the front desk, and you're not going to be able to get your tickets. It's Brandon@buzzadamshow.com. You have to give me your name, real name, address, and phone number so that we have that here so that we can validate exactly who you are.
All right, so we got Frank and we got Diesel have Chihuahuas tickets. Daniel's back in the pool again for whatever.
Okay, let me see here. It's got to take over for a few minutes.
All right, so
oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't
What you did, was that Ashley Simpson when her microphone got cut out at SNL and she started doing that?
That's right. You start doing a hoedown. So anyway.
By the way, if you're bored right now because we're kind of trying to figure this out, blame Buzz.
This is all Buzz's fault. And really, I mean, everything that happens related to the show is Buzz's fault in one way or another. So,
although that was an interesting topic that did get brought up today with the one neckline call where we got somebody saying, you know, leave Fernie alone. Why is it called the Buzz Adams Morning Show? You know, you guys are a team. He was very against that because it was never called the Buzz Adams Morning Show really until we went into syndication in the other markets. Because obviously you can't call it the Q Morning Show or anything like that when you're on other stations. And it really did, it kind of, you know, came to a head between me and him where I'm trying to tell him, like, branding 101 is that you use the same name over and over. You want to beat people over the head with it.
That's right.
You don't want to give them options. Especially when you're brand new. Like when we're in these other markets, it has to be one name only.
Yeah.
But he kept like writing these things for our voice guy to say that were different. Like it was Buzz and the Morning Show, or it was Buzz in the Morning. Like all these different things where none of them ever got produced. I don't even think they ever got voiced simply because that's going against what we want. We want the new markets to know it as the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Let me see here. So it's Star Wars Episode 4.
All right, while you look that up, I'll give you some time here to answer another question that I saw in the chat earlier, and that is about the lawsuit. So look, here's the deal. It's a lawsuit. We can't talk about it. It's just not a thing we can talk about. It's lawyers, and I'm not messing with lawyers. You want to mess with lawyers? Have at it, but we can't really get into that. You've read a bunch of comments, I'm sure, online. You've got to take those with whatever you want, whatever grains of salt you need. You know, ain't none of us picking sides. It's a lawsuit. It's what it is. We can't talk about it. So, sorry.
Yeah, well, you guys will survive.
Them's the law.
Let me see here. Write down a number and we try to guess it. There's your number for you.
Oh,
look at that in there.
Oh, nice.
All right, here's a Star Wars question. This is for it's at the Plaza Theater, the 10:30 showing. So make sure that you can make it to this. If you win, you got to email me. The question is, George Lucas basically felt Star Wars was going to flop. He actually didn't go to the premiere. He went on vacation in Hawaii with Steven Spielberg. What movie idea did they come up with while they were on this vacation together?
Oh, yeah, come on. PM, Dad side, PM at the evening show.
Yeah, evening show.
Yeah, none of us are getting up that early on a Saturday to go do anything. Come on, people.
Come on, folks. Nope, not Goonies, not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, come on, really? Nobody's
Dude, Goonies, by the way, too. They're showing.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Goonies. Yeah.
There's a tour that you can do. I'll get to Alfonso. Bring that back up. I'll bring that up. My whole hand thing. I'll bring that up a little bit later. Carnivore Eats says Indiana Jones. Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's what they came up with. All right.
Well
so Carnivore Eats. Email me your information. Brandon at buzzadamshow.com. Speaking of Goonies, so that's filmed in Oregon.
Right.
And what's funny is they have all these different scenes where they, like at the beginning when the kids are on the bikes, the distance that they would have actually ridden is it's like there's no way they made it in time. Like they're so far apart. And they have in Astoria, which is the main city that it was filmed in. They also filmed Short Circuit there.
Wow.
They also filmed Kindergarten Cop there as well. If you go to the City Hall in Astoria, Oregon, they have a map of where all the movies were filmed. And you can go find the locations.
Every town that has any movie shot in it should absolutely have one of those. So you can do like a movie tour.
And what's funny is the house from the Goonies, somebody personally owns it. And like they make it look like it's kind of in the thick of like a residential area in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like up this like cul-de-sac hill, kind of tucked away almost.
Yeah.
And I believe it got to the point where the current owners just put a blue tarp over it because they were tired of people visiting and taking pictures with it. I don't know what the end all be all was that, but yeah. So that was Goonies.
Diesel Rick says he's never actually seen any Star Wars. You've never seen? Here, we'll give you some money. You go see a Star Wars.
That's okay. This is going to be the first time my girlfriend's ever seen it.
Steve Cam. Steve is in the other studio now. Apparently, the KROD producer's booth is very.
Should I go put my tits on the glass?
You should. Oh,
I don't think
Billy.
I don't think he's paying attention.
No, he has no idea that he was just on the stream.
Oh, I can hear you laugh. See, if the window wasn't so tall, I'd put my ass on it. But what was that in Seinfeld when they're stuck on the freeway and the one guy goes to cut off Jerry and Elaine's like, "Oh, I'm gonna move him." They go, "I'm gonna move him," and I can't remember who it was. Goes, "Yeah, give him some pressed ham under glass." How's couples yoga coming along? It's fantastic. How did the? By the way, somebody can answer me this. How did the couples yoga thing start?
I have no idea.
In regards to me and my girlfriend. So while you guys answer that, here is another.
Maybe that's the trivia question.
Yeah. Yeah. How did that start? No, here's another trivia question. James Earl Jones was the voice of Darth Vader. What was the name of the guy inside the suit? Who's the actor inside the suit?
Nice.
YouTube stream keeps going down. Yeah, for some reason, the past couple of days, people have been saying that the YouTube stream's been acting up. Mine's been fine from in the studio, but they've been saying that it's been.
Yeah, it could be a couple of things because our internet here is kind of like funky. So it could be hiccups on our side, could be hiccups on your side. YouTube could just be having a shitty day or something.
You know who I blame?
Buzz?
Yep.
There we go. There we
Nobody.
go.
Hey, Master Pumby.
Well
You
done,
got yourself
Pumby.
a couple of tickets to Anakin Skywalker. No, the actor Carnivore Eats. The actor. All right, so
Also played by Sebastian Shaw in the when the helmet is taken off at the end
That's true.
of Return of the Jedi, when he's all pasty white man.
And Arabham, you're right. It's probably the hundreds of tabs that Buzz has open on his fucking Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Which is he? Like, I swear he's got to be the only person on the planet still using Internet Explorer.
Anybody? Is there anybody out there who uses Internet Explorer at all? Please put it in the chat. Let us know.
Okay, Master Pumby, you got yourself a couple of tickets to Star Wars. Email me your information. Again, if you've won anything and you don't email me, you got to email me your name, what you won, your email, your address, and your phone number, so that I can give that to Stephanie at the front desk, so she can take care of you and make sure that you have everything they're taken care of.
All right, what else we got? So we got Star Wars.
I'll get to the Suicide Squad here in a bit. One of the things that we talked about is so that we have the Suicide Squad. That's the 3:10 showing. So if you don't win tickets, I think tickets might still be available. If you want to buy them,
Cool.
you're more than welcome to buy them.
Come join us.
Myself, Fernie, and Joanna will all be there. And we had also talked about doing a like a meetup with the YouTube chatters. It's something that we've been talked about over and over again. Let me find out how long the movie is.
The reviews are coming out.
I know.
It's getting savage. Of course, Margot Robbie, who I want to have all of my babies, is.
Yeah, she's obviously getting a lot of the praise.
Of course she is.
I'm still interested to see Jared Leto's take on the joke.
I am too. They said he doesn't have a big a part as you would think, and
he's not a member of the Suicide Squad. I mean, he was briefly in the comics, but
he really went to like all these extremes to like, you know, the method actor of the Joker, and he's like barely in the movie. So who knows?
All right. So the runtime's about 2 hours. So take into account any, 3:10. So I would say, if we do a meet, like if you don't win the tickets, or if you don't go to Suicide Squad, but you guys want to meet up at the Alamo Draft House, they have a nice restaurant and bar there, and we can hang out and shoot the shit. 5-ish,
yeah. And
then we'll just, once the movie gets out, we'll head over there. I don't know if Fernie and Joanna will do it, but I'll hang out. I don't have anything else to do.
Joanna probably will. Who knows what Fernie will do? Fernie's a wild card in anything. All right, so we're doing Suicide Squad tickets now.
Oh, is that where it came from, Call Guy? Was that I canceled the AfterBuzz, and it barely mentioned I had a girlfriend.
That's nice. So you made up the couples yoga thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Well, because my girlfriend is like big into yoga, so. There was one AfterBuzz I did cancel because Scott was gone.
I was on vacation. Yeah.
Fernie had already left. I didn't know how to set up the camera, and that's when I was super fucking sick. Like I just, I felt like death that day. So I was like, whatever.
This thing is actually kind of a pain to set up, to get going and all that stuff. I mean, not a huge pain. It's not like I'm digging ditches or anything, but still, yeah, it's kind of like, it's not like something you can do. It's not like, oh, I'll leave you a tutorial. There's a lot of stupid crap that goes into it.
I have to, the second AfterBuzz, I only canceled the one, and that was because I was sick. I haven't canceled any others.
I don't know. I don't think we've missed it.
The first one was with the big group of us. The second one was a smaller group, and then I've had a couple of guests here and there. Hold on, if you want, email me your info. Okay. Anyway, there's some other things that I wanted to talk about, but my brain is so fucking scattered. Oh, my wrist. You're asking a question? I don't know yet. I still got Monday is my appointment, nice. And I don't know. But basically, what started all of this, and I think I've been over this before, is the ulnar nerve, the one that feeds these two fingers.
Right.
And I noticed this when I would go. I first noticed it. I would go down the hallway to like get a new cup of tea, and when I would dump out like the tea bag and stuff, like was caught, like just this movement of my hand, like just caused shooting fucking pain through those fingers. And then it's only gotten progressively worse. And now it's to the point where like all of the nerves, to where this finger gets it, the thumb gets it, the middle finger gets it. And it's like smacking your funny bone.
Too many years of the stranger right there.
I wish I could do that. And then, but here's the thing is that there's a genetic problem with my family where our necks are bad. and it causes problems like this. Like my uncle had to have surgery. He actually had his neck fused together, like the vertebrae in his neck, so he can't do this. Seriously, that's why I have to get
constantly like turning.
Yeah, that's why I have to get this taken care of, because they didn't catch it in him until too late, and so he has a great sense of humor about it, which is awesome. And I used to work in a building. Have bus smell. Yeah, this thing does. It's starting to fucking stink. I haven't washed it since last week either. Like I used to work in a building right next to my uncle, so we would go to lunch frequently. And there was this one time we're walking back from lunch, and it's funny because like with his neck, he's constantly looking like just 5 or 6 feet in front of him.
Right.
And so he's like this, and there's this dude walking by us in a full like velvet green suit with a fucking hat with a feather in it, and dude looked like he came straight out of Dolomite, like amazing me. But I completely forgot, like, you can't be too discreet when you see something. So I gave him a quick elbow, and I go, holy shit. I go, do you see that guy? Middle of the street, there's like nobody else around. Rather than I forgot he can't just do this. So he full on like turns the fuck around to stare at this dude in the green suit in the middle of right in the middle of the sidewalk.
I was gonna ask,
and that's when I was like, I forgot he can't be subtle when it
I was gonna ask if you like fucked with him every now and then, like, oh look at that, or something like that.
Nah. He's like, he had to wear like this. They called it my family called it like a stormtrooper thing because it was this gigantic white.
Yikes.
So anyway, so he had to have that done. My sister had neck surgery. My mom's had neck surgery, which is even more interesting because my uncle is not related to my mom. It's my dad's brother. So I'm fucked on both sides. So anyway,
genetics.
I'll know Monday.
Bitch.
Probably won't bring it up on the show, but if you guys give a fuck, I'll mention it on next week.
If this is your first episode of the AfterBuzz, you are probably so fucking lost right now.
Yeah, guaranteed. And what really sucks too is that if I have to go into an MRI tube, I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
I am so claustrophobic.
Oh yeah.
I got stuck in an MRI tube.
What?
So again, dealing with like all the nerves and weird shit with my body. I have like a 65-year-old body, dude. It sucks. Oh, yeah. So here, where they had to move the actual nerve. They wanted to take a look at it first, so I ended up going into an MRI, and this was the second one I had because I had one done for a shoulder surgery. I did fine. Fell asleep for the whole hour I was in there, like knocked out. But they also put a washcloth over my eyes. They didn't put a washcloth when I had my elbow looked at, and they had me situated in there, so I was like, I could feel how small the tube was.
Right.
And like I'm getting freaked out just like talking about it. And so they had me like positioned in there, so my elbow was in the middle, and I'm like leaned up against the side, and I'm not even like 2 minutes into this thing, and I'm like, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes, and then fucking bam, I open my eyes, and I'm like, fuck. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, hello? They didn't tell me the microphones weren't working. They couldn't fucking hear me. And so and it was one of those ones where the top or the other end is open. And the whole time I'm like, I'm going to crawl the fuck out of this thing. Like, they're like, seriously. So then at this point, all you see like are my fucking legs doing this thing, fucking kicking, trying to get the lady's attention in the other room. So she starts it, like that clanging sound starts. And she comes running in there and she's like, oh my God, what is it? And I go, get me the fuck out of here. And so she ends up letting me out, and she's like, did you have like a piece of jewelry on? Like, because if you do it, yanks it the fuck out. Yeah. And I'm like, no, but I'm claustrophobic, and I open my eyes, and it was no big deal to her. She was like, so what? And I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, no.
Like, you were terrible at your job. So anyway.
So on top of that, right, I'm fat. I had to get an MRI scan before I had my back surgery. So like I'm in just an intense pain. Like I have to have emergency back surgery because something's just, I've had a ruptured disc for years, and it's just finally gone to shit. So they're cramming my fat ass into this MRI machine. And I'm not claustrophobic, but man, I'll tell you right then and there, like that was one of the more terrifying moments of my life for no reason at all. And they'd given me a Valium because I couldn't sit still. You got to sit still in that tube.
Yeah, you can't move.
And so, but I'm in pain, like, right? Feedback loop shit. I can't sit still. And they're like, dude, you got to sit still. And I'm like, fucking the fucking Valium hasn't kicked in yet. What do you want me to do? And I'm like claustrophobic. It's going crazy. And all of a sudden,
Valium kicks in.
And it was just like, yeah,
all right. They gave me a pretty severely high dosage of Valium. After I freaked out, I had to make a new appointment. I had to have the girl I was dating at the time drive me. And I remember they were like, do you want some headphones? And it was at night too. The MRI was at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And they were like, do you want some headphones? I was like, yeah, sure. So I put some headphones on. I remember it was interesting because the radio station I worked for wasn't on the headphones. It was one of the competing radio stations. We were a rock station. It was the classic rock station. And it was like, get the lead out time. And I was like, fuck it. I don't want to listen to my station. I want to listen to some Zeppelin. So like I was just in like tripping balls on Valium, stuffed in this MRI. They even positioned me completely different. So they flipped me around. So my head didn't go in first. My feet went in first. And it was just far enough to get my elbow in. So this part of my body actually wasn't even in the MRI tube.
Okay, all right.
So
yeah, because it's not like you can, Uma Thurman your way out of that shit. Like when she doesn't kill Bill or anything like that. Like you're just in there and you're not getting out unless somebody pulls you out.
Like that legitimately is kind of frightening. MRI tube, way fucking scary. Because you're at least knocked out. Although, wow, we're going down all kinds of roads here. Like you're knocked out. Like when I had the elbow surgery, did I ever tell you that I felt them cut into me?
Fuck that.
So originally they were just going to do like a local anesthetic, which is weird because like you can sense they're flopping your arm around, but you can't feel it. Except the one part that was not numb was right there where they started to cut. And so I'm sitting like this and they have like all these barricades up and they put you in like the twilight haze, which is where you're just super loopy. And like most people fall asleep anyway. And I'm like laying there and they were out of nowhere. I go, should I feel that? And the doctor goes, feel what? And I go, feels like you cut my elbow. And he goes, we're going to put you under.
All right.
And I was like, okay.
This is not going to go.
Yeah, because originally they didn't want to put me completely under because obviously that's a bigger process. But
Daniel says, is that a community computer back there? Or was Sal looking at some really good porn that everyone needs to see? I don't know. But that was Duke. Computer? Duke was just in the booth there.
What's going on?
I got to see if I can get a little picture-in-picture going here. That way, if anybody else comes in there,
good. That'll
be fun.
That'll buy some time while I find
which camera that one is. That's the 300. Yes, there we go. Look at that. Very sexy. So anyway, all right. So you are now looking for the Suicide Squad?
Yes, so the Suicide Squad, again, I apologize, these tickets are not together. It's seat 9 and seat 12. So yeah, so when we get there, hopefully we can talk whoever, unless I fucked up and gave away the wrong tickets, but whatever. You're getting free tickets to the Suicide Squad.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good one, because this actually involves the cast. The cast and crew got a tattoo. What did the tattoo say specifically?
Ooh.
You have to spell it right. And the first person to answer that gets to go check out Suicide Squad with us at 3:10 on Saturday. And again, if anybody wants to, Alfonso, I fucked up with the MRI thing last time where I didn't get the washcloth over my eyes when I should have done that. Not Mom. But yeah, so again, also if you aren't able to make it to the Suicide Squad screening on Saturday, but if you want to come hang out with us, we're probably gonna hang out at the Alamo Draft House for a little bit afterwards, say 5:15-ish. Samantha, winner, chicken dinner. It was Squad, spelled SKWAD.
Oh, wait. Dead Side had it before. Go up the
SKW. Oh, Dead Side. Look at you. Oh, I got to sit next to you. You're not gonna ask me to. You're not gonna fucking ask me to play highly suspect all day. Right?
Sorry for getting your hopes.
Yeah,
up,
sorry, Samantha. I thought you were the first one. I completely missed what Squad or what Dead Side put in there. All right, Dead Side. Again, email me your information. I'm gonna type it in here again one more time, just so you have it.
So, Daniel, you gave up your prize. Now you have nothing.
What a loser.
There's a lesson here.
All Why would Deadside be DQ'd? Did he already win? Oh, fuck. Deadside, you won on the air today. On air and this, they're different. But on air and this are completely different because it takes a lot more to do what he did on the air today. So I'm not gonna hold that against him. And we have enough stuff that we're gonna be giving away throughout the next few days that hopefully you guys will be satisfied because we've got more Star Wars tickets. I've got the Christine tickets coming in and heavy metal as well. Plus there's the Queen sing along coming up next week. And I think I still have a pair of tickets to Steel Magnolias. And sorry, Samantha, I kind of fucked your world up there. I missed it. I didn't see it. Okay.
All right.
So we have the tickets.
So we had Deadside. Frank,
I don't remember.
Frank won. This is Frank's first AfterBuzz, by the way.
Hey,
We
congratulations,
talked about
Frank.
it, and this is the weirdest one you could have dropped in on.
Yeah,
to be
dude.
honest. So.
This has been a trip.
All right.
Yeah, Deadside, dude, you're on a roll today, man. Go get a Powerball ticket. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Did you guys have any questions at all that you wanted to bring up about the show, about anything that's been going on with the show?
Take a quick look. Back
People want to complain about all
the
the stupid ass Trump talk. Let's see here. How many more tickets do we have for this?
I do like Daniel's comment, leprechaun pimp, which I think
Yeah,
totally,
that guy.
that should be a thing. Leprechaun pimp should be
that dude in downtown Portland. You see some of the weirdest shit in downtown Portland.
This is a totally weird off-topic story. I don't know why I have to tell this story, but I'm gonna. I had gone when I was in high school. I had gone to this thing called Boys State. It's like this government thing. It's like a weekend boot camp or something like that. It's supposed to be really prestigious. The American Legion puts it on, right? So really super nerdy bullshit. And they don't let you sleep. The whole thing is you're supposed to stay up for basically the entire week. And if you get caught sleeping, they fuck with you and shit like that. That's not the official rules. But like, you know, after 2 or 3 days, you're getting really punchy and just like everything is all messed up. So people just start doing weird shit, man. Just shit that you wouldn't expect people to do. And we kept hearing about this kid called Roach Pimp. Roach Pimp could dance. And I mean, just tear it up. And I'm talking like booty dancing, all right? Now, this is all dudes. Come to think back, this was a pretty horrible experience. All dudes. Anyway,
It's bringing back terrible memories.
Roach Pimp is like this dude who booty dances, and he's legendary. And everybody keeps like, you've got to see Roach Pimp. You've got to see Roach Pimp. So finally, the day comes, and I, you know, find out, oh, Roach Pimp's over here. So like, we're gonna go run over there and see Roach Pimp. And it turns out it was this dude that I knew that I used to go to school with years ago, and he'd moved away. And Roach Pimp was there, tearing it the fuck up.
Roach Pimp.
To this day, I don't know that I've ever seen anybody
cut a rug quite like
it was amazing. And like also just like the fact that he was, you know, a little overweight. He was kind of pudgy, you know, and Roach Pimp, I don't know. I just thought I'd share that up. It was great. It was not like a juvenile delinquent camp. Right?
Liar. Liar.
It was prestigious, actually. And actually, the only reason I got to go was because all the dudes who were smarter than me were also on the football team. And they couldn't make it because they had to start their 2-a-days. So they let me go. Glad I could share that with you. So Roach
yeah, Frank, you can go back and watch all the old ones. And actually, Harley was in on a couple of AfterBuzz. Does the show have a think tank or creative meeting where bits are thought up for the show? Yeah, Mondays and Thursdays are when we have meetings. It's when we go over all the pertinent information, like ticket giveaways that I'll be doing. We go over like what's coming up in the week ahead. Like that's like how we came up with the seed spitting today into the gong. Was on Monday we were kind of looking at what each day is built, you know, going forward, and we noticed that it was watermelon day. So we were like, we just went down that path of
the gong was my idea.
And Scott, Mr. Genius over here, so he's in on that meeting. It's everybody from the show, plus Scott, plus Kevin, our boss, and sometimes Brad, our GM. And then if a salesperson has anything that they want to add or bring to the table, they can certainly sit in as well. But yeah, we do those on Mondays and Thursdays. One of these days we're going to do it at Dave & Buster's because we're going to go film Joanna driving Mario Kart. And we're also going to film some B versus B stuff because we figured that video games is something that I can do even with a bum res.
There you go.
But I'm just be like that old man sitting there just playing that coin machine.
Dude, I was at Rubik's yesterday rocking some Mario Kart, like on the sit down drive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that shit, man. Fuck
Not
that
man?
driving
Somebody
wheel.
blue
The
shell you?
driving wheel, it's like the steering wheel is all like loose and shit. Like you think, oh, all right, I'm gonna. And it's like there's a lag to it. Like, fuck that shit. Like, give me a controller any day.
No, see, I like the wheel. What was it? You know, tell Buzz to shave, he's getting the neck beard. I mean, you saw what happened when he had the actual and he would twist that shit out.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not gonna tell him to shave, but
all right,
he looks like a hooligan.
It's 11:15. We managed to roll.
Oh shit, Daniel, I forgot about Scout Olympics. I'll reach out to you about that. That's something actually we did bring up in the meeting as a possibility to go do. Is that, and again, if you guys ever have questions, if you have anything you want to bring up for the show, you can always reach out to us. You can email me, Brandon@buzzadamshow.com. And also, we're here on the chat every day.
Very cool. All right, since there doesn't seem to be any more questions, I guess we can wrap up today's festivities.
More tickets coming up all week in the YouTube stream.
All right, we'll see you guys next week and then tomorrow on the regular live stream.
Peace out, suckers.